DIY Kitchens has been going for 40 years. How did it start?
So it started originally with Claire and Alf, they're the owners of the company, husband and wife duo. So they had a house, they built a house and ran out of money. So they built their own kitchen. And then over time, so they saw some materials, house parties, things like that, people coming round, oh, I love your kitchen, where's it from? Well, we made it. Do you fancy making me a kitchen? And it started with them just doing a couple for friends and family, and then they decided to actually set up shop. Got a very small workshop in Barnsley and started manufacturing a few kitchens a week. Then we were building kitchens for house builders and independent kitchen showrooms, and then it kind of started to just grow from there. We were trade only to the showrooms up until mid-2000s when internet shopping became a thing, and then that's when we launched DIY Kitchens as the other arm of the business, and then that's just grown and grown from there into the business that we have today.
Wow, successful family Yorkshire business.
Yes, and all made in Yorkshire as well, so we've got 16 sites throughout Yorkshire where we make all of our cabinets.
You know, it's called DIY Kitchens. Who are you aiming this kitchen company for?
Anybody, you know, we're not appealing to somebody more than others. If you want to get a high quality kitchen at a much cheaper price, then we're for you. So most people who tend to come to us, I would say, are the DIYers. They're quite leaning towards us because of the ability that they can take control of their own design. So they can design their own kitchen, really put the time and effort into thinking about what's going to work for them, and then we'll supply the product. Customer then arranges their own fitter, so we appreciate that we may not appeal to everybody who wants to have everything done for them to be able to hand that responsibility over to somebody else, but it works for the vast majority of customers, particularly when you can save thousands.
Yeah. You talk about making cabinets. If you buy a kitchen from DIY Kitchens, everything's pre-assembled and put together. Yeah. Why is that important to you?
So with the rigid built cabinets, it's saving you a lot of time as a customer. So that's the main driver really. So when you have got your fitter on site, rather than them getting the tools out, building the units out from flat pack, and then having to put in drawer boxes, any mechanisms, we supply the units to you, rigid built. So it's a glue and dowel construction, which is originally a German type of construction. So as a unit arrives, the unit's built, your drawer boxes are in, your drawer fronts are on. So from a fitting perspective, it's as simple as it can be. You just need to pop your legs into the pre-fitted leg bosses and you're away.
Looking on your website, it's really clear, and what I really like about it is the pricing, the way it's priced. What's on the screen is what you pay.
Yes. So we're all about transparency, and why wouldn't you be? You know, we're not here to start adding on lots of little extras. Customers want to see honesty, they want transparency. You want to know up front what you're likely to be paying for your kitchen, not to be kind of drawn in and then landed this huge price tag and then kind of having to barter it down. So we give the lowest price we possibly can, and we just put that out on there on the website, and then a customer can quite easily see whether we may be in their price bracket, and then it's for them to decide whether they want to go with us or not.
Some of the other big retail kitchen firms, they mark up, they give discounts to trades, and there's different prices. So it's very clear that you want to be upfront from word go.
Yes, absolutely upfront, and the price that you pay would be the price that a builder would pay or a kitchen fitter. So we just offering as cheap as possible to everybody. It's about fairness to customers and just that equity. Regardless of who you are, you can come and get a great quality kitchen at a great price.
You've definitely managed to make it affordable. How do you think you've managed to do that?
So we have low overheads, so what we don't need to do, or we don't feel that we need to do, is to have the showrooms that are on every industrial estate or every retail park, because that increases the operating costs, of course. Aside from that, while some competitors may offer free design service, it's not true. It's in the operating costs. So by designing it yourself and arranging for the fitting, that's how you can save thousands of pounds. And we also don't have tiers and tiers of management internally either. So we try and keep everything as streamlined as possible so that we can pass those cost savings on to customers.
When you say design yourself, what does that entail?
So we don't take any responsibility for coming out and doing measures. So a customer will either measure their own kitchen, or they may instruct a kitchen fitter to come out, or the builder to take the measurements for them. Customer will then plot that into our online kitchen planner, which is free to use. It's a great tool to use. I think you've had a go at using it yourself, yeah. Plot your room out and start to drag and drop units. So you start to build your kitchen, you can look at it in 3D, spend all the time that you want reviewing it, tweaking it.
People fit a kitchen once or every 15 years, say. So then, if they don't do it every day, they're not comfortable with it. So you can have a little look at it and tweak and offer suggestions if need be.
Absolutely, yeah. So some customers will feel that they're going to be totally on their own, and that's a little bit of a scary thing. If you're going to be parting with £5,000 to £10,000 of your hard-earned cash, the thought of getting it wrong. So we absolutely do offer to check that over for them and give as much advice as we feasibly can, but we always do suggest speak to a qualified kitchen fitter if you're not sure, and just get them to look over it and give you their expert advice.
You do offer sample service. Explain a little bit about that for me.
So with sample, because we are just at the moment in Yorkshire, we appreciate that not everybody can keep just popping along to review what we've got to offer. So you can pop onto our website, you can order 3 free sample doors. You just need to cover the postage charge, and we'll post out a door usually around this size, so that you can have a look at the product in the home and also see how the colours work in your own lighting. We can offer carcass samples as well. So for your internals, rather than just offering you the standard white that you get in a lot of other places, there's 7 different colours, so you can just take them home and reflect on those as well.
Talking about bespoke, you spray the kitchens as well.
We do, yes.
And what service do you offer for that then?
So we offer at the moment 12 standard colours. So there's something there for most people, from your dark colours to your light to something that's a little bit more unusual. But because you have lots of trends come and go, we don't really need to vary our palette that much because we offer bespoke painting. So you can come to us and say, I would like to have a kitchen spray to match a popular colour that's out there. So you can either give us a physical sample, something that you don't necessarily know what it is, you've just seen it somewhere, or you can give us a colour reference, a round number, and we can paint against that.
With regards to work finishes and worktops, for example, marble, have you partnered with anybody with that?
Yes, we do. So we partner with a company called Natural Stone Surfaces. They are one of the biggest fabricators in the UK. So they'll source the materials in from all over the globe. Because of the quantities that they do, it means that we can offer very competitive pricing. So the way that these solid surfaces work is we give you a price based on your kitchen design. You'll get your kitchen fitted, we then can come out and template. So we'll come out and take the accurate measurements at that stage. So no assumptions that your walls are at 90 degree, because they never are. And we'll come take those measurements, sign off a template with you as the customer, so we'll check exactly where the hob's going. Where's the sink? Is the tap central to the window, or is it the sink? Then we'll come back and install the worktops, typically 7 to 10 days working later.
Coming here to your showroom, one of the things that I really particularly loved is as you arrive, you walk through like a customer experience. Explain what that is.
So when you come into reception, you'll be greeted. If you've been before, obviously, head on in, you know what's happening. If you've not been before, we'll invite you to come into a welcome room. So there you can view a video that will explain how we are different. We are not the typical high street retailer of kitchens. How you work with us, what to get from the showroom, how to make the most of your visit. And then you can come on through into what's called our information centre. So through there, you can compare the units that we offer. So rather than wandering around the showroom and going, oh, do I want that unit, or should we maybe have that one? They're all side by side, and you can compare and then start to select what you want to put into your kitchen. And then have a look at the great kitchens that are on display.
And how big is the one in Yorkshire?
It's about 25,000 square feet, showcasing 60 displays, so there's something to everybody's taste. So yeah, it's just a great place to come and have a day out, I suppose, yeah.
And on average, I think you said you probably have 6 or 7 members of staff. So when you come here, you're not necessarily going to be hard sold. You're almost left to your own devices to then go back online and continue the process.
Yes, so that's not what we're about. We're not about pressure. We want you to be able to come, have a look around at your own leisure, at your own pace, and feel comfortable. Looking around, deciding what you do and do not want to have, rather than feeling like you've got those staff that are constantly watching you, waiting to jump on. We're not commission based or anything, so there are no drivers for us to be pestering you. We're just here to give you helpful advice when you're ready for it.
What area should people look for when they arrive?
What draws your eye? Follow your nose. You don't have to go somewhere in particular first. Just start exploring, start opening cupboards.
And also, it's kid and pet friendly?
Yes, we absolutely love dogs. We don't mind kids either, they're also welcome, but we absolutely love dogs. We get that they are also part of the family and don't like to be left at home, so feel free, bring the whole family, come and have a day out and look around.
Looking around here, this kitchen for example, you've dressed it, you know, you've got everything out. If someone likes the chandelier behind you, can they buy that from you?
So they can't buy it from us, but what we will do is give you information as to where we sourced it so that you can go and you can recreate the look. On each display there's going to be an information leaflet with a QR code. You can scan that, it's going to tell you everything about the display, the door style, the colour, the worktop, the handles, the sink, the tap, the wall colour, where the stools are from, where the lighting's from, just so that you can go away and recreate anything that you've loved about your visit to the showroom.
It feels very bespoke. How have you managed to get that within DIY kitchens?
So because we can offer things a little bit cheaper and keep our overheads lower, it means that we can push slightly better products out there as well whilst keeping those overheads low. So as you look around, you've got really affordable kitchens from the most basic slab door styles anywhere up to in-frame kitchens. But also what we've tried to put out in the showroom is some more innovative ideas, so something that's not off the shelf. You don't go onto our website and find a particular thing, but you can make it with the products that we offer. So with a little bit of imagination and creativity and skill, you can create something that's truly bespoke to you.